Good morning, Chestermere. Thank you all very much for being here today. This is a very special occasion. I'm honored to be your MC today. My name is Ty Tamasta. I'm the communications manager for the city, but today I get to be your MC for this very special ceremony. Before we begin, I'd like to start with a land recognition. The city of Chestermere acknowledges the traditional territories of the Blackfoot and the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, Piikani, Kainai, Tsuut'ina, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nation. The city of Chestermere is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, District 4. We are honored to be gathered here today on their land to commence this official swearing-in ceremony of our duly elected officials. The storm clouds in Chestermere have parted. The sun is shining on a bright future for the city of Chestermere. With great patience and faith, the city of Chestermere and its residents have long awaited this day, and it's finally arrived. We will begin today's ceremony by playing our national anthem, O Canada. Please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem. Before we begin, we'd like to call up our MLA for the Strathmore-Chestermere constituency, Chantal Zhang, to share a few remarks.
Thank you, Ty. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and Mayor and Council-elect, thank you for inviting me here to be part of such a significant occasion. Chestermere is a special place in all our hearts. It's the place that we call home. It's the place where we build our lives, forge our future, and create lasting memories. It's a charming community, and no wonder so many people are drawn here to call Chestermere home as well. Chestermere is one of the fastest growing cities in this province, and with growth comes unique challenges that demand our careful attention. Mayor and Council-elect, today you pledge your service to the people of Chestermere, who have sent you here to do an important job and have entrusted you with the crucial responsibility. And you represent all residents of Chestermere in this role. I've also taken an oath of office, an honor that carries significant weight and responsibility. And always keep your oath to the community you serve in mind, and may your decisions and your actions be guided accordingly. I know this council-elect is ready to get to work on the many important tasks that lie ahead. And as the member of the Legislative Assembly for Chestermere, I eagerly anticipate working with each of you to enhance and improve this community that we love and call home. Thank you.
Thank you and well done, Chantal. We'd like to now proceed with the swearing-in ceremony officiated by Chantal Dijon, starting with our mayor, Shannon Dean, who will take his oath of office and be installed with the chain of office. Our special projects coordinator, Mike Fluker, will present the chain of office to official administrator Doug Legore. And official administrator Doug Legore will then present the mayor's chain of office, making it official that Mayor Dean is now mayor of Chestermere. Mayor Dean, Chantal Dijon, and Mike, please.
I, Shannon Dean, swear that I diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of Chief Elected Official for the City of Chestermere in the province of Alberta, so help me God.
After the signing of the oath of office, we'd ask that each elected official to draw a ball to determine which spot exactly they reside in council chambers. This process is being done pursuant to the procedural bylaw, which designates the CAO to determine seating, so we will be drawing numbered balls. We'll now proceed with our council members, starting first with Councillor Murray Grant.
I, Murray Grant, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to law the office of councillor for the City of Chestermere in the province of Alberta, so help me God.
I'll now call up Charity Potter. Murray, if you could stay with us to draw a number. We're going to draw numbers. Charity Potter, our executive assistant to the CAO and council, will assist with that. Number one. We'd like to invite up our CAO, Mr. Pat Vincent, to draw seat number on behalf of Councillor Ritesh Narayan, who unfortunately could not be here today. Pat, if you could join us up front.
Number two.
Up next, Councillor Kiran Randhawa. That was number 4 for those who didn't hear. Up next, Councillor Janelle Sandbo.
I, Janelle Sambo, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability, execute according to law the office of councillor for the city of Chestermere in the province of Alberta, so help me God.
Number 6.
That was number 6. Up next, we would like to call up Councillor Robert Schindler.
Robert, please raise your right hand, place your left hand over your heart, and read the petition.
I, Robert Schindler, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute, according to law, the office of councillor for the city of Chestermere in the province of Alberta. Oh, one more. Sorry about that. It's all right. I, Robert Schindler, affirm that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to the law the city of Chestermere in the province of Alberta.
Number 5. Last but not least, finally, Councillor Rob Warzanowski.
Rod, please raise your right hand, place your left hand over the Bible, and read as presented.
I, Rob Warzanowski, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability execute according to law the office of councillor for the city of Chestermere in the province of Alberta, so help me God.
Thank you all very much. At this point in time, I'd like to invite Mayor Dean up to say a few words.
Good morning, Chestermere. I want to start off by saying thank you to Official Administrator Doug Legore and the Chief Administrator Officer Pat Vincent for your service to this community. To Official Administrator Doug Legore, watching and listening to you give the speech you gave at the end of the last council meeting exemplified how much you have cared for this community and for the administration and staff. Your passion in that speech was inspiring and was a call to action for the newly elected council. Thank you for the challenge that you have left for us to lead Chestermere well. Now it's with immense excitement for the future and a deep sense of gratitude that I accept the position of Mayor of the City of Chestermere. Thank you to the residents of Chestermere for bestowing upon me the great privilege and responsibility of representing you. As I have said several times over the past week, I'm excited, blessed, and humbled by the results of this election. It is no small thing to have someone say they support you and are voting for you, and it is not lost on me the tremendous responsibility that I have been tasked with. I commit to earning your trust every day and working with you, council and administration, to move Chestermere forward. Thank you to all the candidates who put their name forward for both mayor and council. It takes great courage to put your name in the public spotlight, and I encourage them all to continue serving in our community in various capacities. Your dedication is invaluable, and our city thrives when we are all working together. And on behalf of council, I want to say thank you to those who voted for us to represent you, and from speaking with this council, we are all committed to representing the best interests of all of Chestermere moving forward. Thank you to all those who served and volunteered in our campaigns, and thank you, Chestermere, for entrusting the 7 of us to lead Chestermere and to represent you. For Chestermere to have success moving forward, it is imperative that we work as a team and leave our personal agendas at the door. As such, I want to take time this morning to talk about the team of people you have elected to serve for this term. I want to highlight some reasons why I am excited to work with each of these people. Councillor Ritesh Narayan. While he got to sit on the sidelines and watch the happenings of this by-election, he has not sat on the sidelines during this past term. I want to say thank you to Councillor Narayan for his strength, courage, and for his support during the past couple of years. I look forward to him assisting our council from his experience having served multiple terms in office. His understanding of governance and his legal background is an asset to this team. Councillor Janelle Sandbo, I appreciate your tenacity, your involvement in the community, and the diversity of experience that you bring to this role. I appreciate how you continually refuse to get dragged into conversations that would highlight others in a negative light. I look forward to how council will benefit from your work in the community, your experience as a business owner, and from your governance experience with other organizations. Councillor Rob Warzanowski, the man is a walking Rolodex of leadership quotes. I have appreciated the opportunity to get to know him during this campaign. I appreciate his get stuff done mentality and his willingness to take initiative. I look forward to how Rob will push this council to get work done for this community and the experience that he brings from the business sector. Councillor Murray Grant, your campaign slogan of "From Here, For Here" is a true reflection of who you are. Murray is born and raised in Chestermere, clearly cares about this community, and simply wants what is best for Chestermere. I appreciate the thoughtfulness he brings in asking questions and his ability to bring humor and a sense of fun to our team. I look forward to the perspective he will bring to this council for being a lifer in Chestermere. Councillor Kieran Randhawa, your involvement in the not-for-profit sector of this community and your service to the Punjabi community in particular has been and will continue to be a blessing to our entire community. I look forward to the perspective you will bring to council to help us further serve the needs of all populations of Chestermere. Councillor Robert Schindler, I appreciate your kindness, your determined focus on living in a community where diversity of all is celebrated and embraced. A great example of this is when an area of our community was defaced with incredibly inappropriate manner, you stepped up to work on having the symbols removed. Council and the community will benefit from your kindness of your heart your deep concern to ensure people are not hurt, and from your tenacity to contend for all people. To the staff and administration of City Hall, I want to first acknowledge and apologize for the turmoil that you have experienced over the past couple of years. As mayor, I make the following commitments to you, the staff. You will be respected. You will be listened to. You will be valued. I will do everything in my power to ensure that the work environment of City Hall is safe, respectful, welcoming, and inclusive. You matter. Your voice matters. Your work matters. And your experience matters. As someone wrote on a stone outside City Hall, everyday heroes work here. To the residents of Chestermere, this council is committed to moving forward, to making decisions that will make a tangible difference in your day-to-day life and to earning your trust. We are committed to listening to you, connecting with you, and representing you well. When we engage and collaborate, we build trust and foster a sense of belonging. And this sense of community is what makes Chestermere a wonderful place to live. Chestermere, as we move forward, I have a request of each of you. Let's work together to create a community where everyone feels safe, valued, and included. Let's debate ideas respectfully and turn the temperature down in our community. Let's be kind to one another. Let's ask good questions. Seek to understand and then to be understood. Let's move forward and help establish a Chestermere that we are all proud of. Chestermere, I invite you to join us on this journey. Share your ideas, ask questions, actively participate in making Chestermere a better place for all of us. Thank you, Chestermere. Together, let's build a brighter future. My first official act, I guess, as mayor, because we are actually in an organizational meeting right now, I'm going to call for a recess. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 15-minute recess. Members of council are going to be available for the next 15 minutes if you want to come say hi, do some pictures and things like that. And then after that 15-minute time frame, we are going to be heading back into council chambers to finish up our organizational meeting. Thank you, Chestermere.